What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Another automatic K-series video. Guys, so I'm just in the CRV right now. I'm going to be making my way shortly to Mercer's, but before I do that, I gotta stop by Garage 16. I have to get a couple things needed for us to continue with the swap. We've been having some pretty late nights putting in that work on the automatic KSWAP, and it's looking fantastic, guys. As you guys can see from the previous video, I'm excited to share the whole car once it's done, like show you guys everything. Like, I'm more excited to drive it. I'm drinking McDonald's coffee today. It's not bad, but it's not Timmy's. So yeah, I gotta go to the boys, pick up some parts, go to Mercer's and continue putting in that work. He's currently there taking care of the harness, the plumbing, all that stuff. So yeah, we're making great strides, boys. We're making great strides. But most importantly, did you guys like this video? No? I'll give you guys an opportunity right now. You know what I mean? Turn that phone this way if you're watching on your mobile. Click that thumbs up, turn it back down, continue vibing with us, and share the content, please. Please share the content. Help this channel grow, guys. Help me grow, which will help my friends grow, which will help the community grow, which will help everybody grow. I don't know how, but yeah, that's what they say. All right, enough talking. I'll see you guys at Garage 16. All right, boys. You see Chris's little beater over there, getting to the shop. Time to get some more car parts, more K-swap parts. See that guy over there? You see that guy over there? That guy right there is gonna give me some car parts.
I'm going to give you some car parts. Definitely. What's up, dude?
Not much, bro. We are just getting some last minute things that I forgot to get. Well, no, that I forgot that we realized we need now that the motor is sitting inside the car.
It's already in?
Yeah, it's already in. I'll show you a picture. You'll get the sneak peek.
I get the sneak peek.
You get the sneak peek.
I'm special.
Well, I'll give you a sneak peek of how it looks. So far, the motor looks fresh.
Yeah. That looks really nice. They're gonna be excited for it.
I think you guys are gonna enjoy it.
You guys know, like, I like the color combo.
Make sure you like it.
I like the color combo. I think they're gonna like it.
Yeah. Look at that sexy beast over there.
Look at that.
Hey, the superstar. Going through show now.
Yeah. Like here?
Raindrops keep falling.
Yeah.
Head.
Yeah. I'm sitting here. You see the pipe straight up there?
That one right there. Oh, so it's like, I see the dot right there.
Yes.
You look like you made for the pee-pee.
I did make for the pee-pee.
So I'm gonna be going with these through these some parts with these guys, so I can pick up and then pick up the camera after. Pick up the camera, boys. So we got everything we needed. Vibed with the guys for a bit. Shot the shit. Good times. Good times. I think I got everything we needed. We'll see when I get back to the shop and see how everything's coming along with the plumbing. Excuse me, with Kevin. So starting off good, guys. We're starting off good today. It's cold. I hate winter. Damn it. All right, boys. Just got to the shop. Mercer's been busy all day setting the plumbing on the car, doing the harness. He cleaned up the engine harness a lot. Looking really good.
Yeah, we just taped it up.
Yep. Well, you took all those hard things that were off that make it look ugly and all that.
Some stuff there on the
Yeah, some stuff, as you guys can see. I brought some goodies. I went to go get this hose and along some other things that we needed. The vacuum line for the brake booster, all that stuff that Mercer requested me to get. I also brought the shafts for the Mugen EL. But as you guys can see, Mercer's been tackling this thing away. It's looking a lot more like a complete engine the more he progresses. So,
well, we're gonna cut that right now.
all right, guys. So, with all 7 gens, there's a problem when you're trying to run an RBC intake manifold, and that is the rad support is in the way. So you gotta have to make a trim over here, and for the throttle body area, you're gonna have to trim a little bit. Oh, sorry, a little bit of right here. As you can see, Mercer already made a line. There is a harness that runs under here, so you guys gotta make sure you remove that harness. And you're gonna have to reroute it a bit because you don't want to cut into it. As you see, we already put the coil packs so nothing gets inside the engine. Mercer taped up the ports for the intake, and he's gonna get his cutting tool right there, and he's gonna make some trims. And then obviously we'll put some paint so it doesn't rust up. But yeah. You ready, sir?
Let's do it, man.
Alright guys, so you can see Mercer cut off the center part of the rat support, so that way we have clearance for our throttle body, and I believe, well, that one
I might have to cut this, but I'm trying not to, because on yours, I believe yours is cut, but I didn't do that.
Yes, yeah, you didn't do that. Because remember, we had that one, what was it, the throttle position sensor, right? Mm-hmm. That it sticks out further on this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Let's see.
We'll see how that goes.
I'm gonna cut this section
we're cutting
right now.
Piece by piece. You don't want to overcut too much, so you know Kevin's trying to do it as clean as possible. So he's
Guys, don't cut this hole out. I mean this square, because that right there will be for your rod again if you're using it.
Unless you guys are eliminating that and going with
I've
the.
seen a lot of guys that cut it out and then they're like, damn it, I don't have anywhere to put my rod, so they just leave.
You're referring to the spooniest one.
No, yours isn't cut there. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. I don't recall.
No. Okay, we're gonna look back in an earlier video and double check.
I think it was there. I think it's really close and it's really thick.
Okay, maybe.
But I don't think so. But anyways, yeah. Don't do that mistake, guys. Leave this guy behind.
That's true. CRP picks up
See it?
better.
Awesome.
Yep. Also use tape because it helps from the paint splitting when you're cutting.
That is correct.
So, yep. Kevin's gonna go ahead and start cutting that,
and
and
then
then
your guide. It's a beautiful guide.
Beautiful guide.
Because if you make a mistake, then just pull off the tape.
It never happened.
It never happened. Okay, anyways.
All right, let's get back to the topic at hand, making some more cuts. Alright boys, as you guys see, Mercer made his cut along here. There is one thing we're going to probably trim on the manifold most likely, but he made a mark over here too because it is contacting the manifold right here, so he's going to clean that.
I'm cleaning it up. I don't want to just do a sharp cut. I want to give it some angle.
Like a nice round.
And then we have to cut a little bit over here, and this is what we did. Instead of cutting it all,
Yep.
just cut a little bit and notch it. I'm going to push this guy in to still give it some rigidity. Or else if you cut that, it's easy.
You're gonna lose that, and then that's a
You're already
problem.
compromising some of it, so it's just like
Yeah, because you can already see how weak it is already there.
pretty shit.
And
So yeah, we're gonna clean it up. These last cuts, clean it up a little bit more, and then test fit our manifold again. If everything is good, continue with manifold
yes, sir.
install. So let's get it.
All right, guys. So Kevin's gonna make some modifications on the manifold that I did not make because I wasn't sure. I thought it was just this that I had to modify. So, given with everything that's going on in the bay now with the rat support, Mercer's gonna walk us through what he has to modify.
We gotta chop this guy off right here, and chop this guy right there, in order for it to clear our rat support, our upper rat support. So that's what we gotta do to shank. Power coat looks good, but there's gonna be a few cuts.
Yep, that's okay. We got some black touch-up paint that we could just mask around it and just give it.
Give me the best ball. I know you're gonna do a good job, buddy. All right, let's do this.
Let's do it. All right, guys, so we got to cut more than we were expecting. What Kevin wanted to do was conservatively cut everything, but given the thickness
That's awesome.
I'm not gonna turn the camera there, Alto, because I know it's you.
That was even me.
Alto, it came from your direction. That's 2 videos in a row you farted on camera.
That is awesome.
Anyways, like I was saying before Alto's ass interrupted us. The thickness of this manifold is going to make it harder to run the RBC manifold.
Oh yeah, so we got to cut away a lot more than we originally thought. We're always going to run this manifold, right? We're never really going to get rid of it.
Well, regardless, I plan on swapping to the Ultra Street that I have on the Civic. Once we go Craftworks, I'm going to go with the bigger manifold so we can run a bigger plan, because what we have surprised for the front clip of the spooniest one at a later date, remember?
Yes.
So I was going to donate my manifold to Ashley, which would still have to have this cut.
Yeah, not as much probably, but yeah. Anyways, let's cut it.
Because eventually this
cut.
RBC is going to go on the CRV.
Let's just cut it. Fuck it. Get it done. I was gonna say it sucks, but
I mean,
nothing else can be done, dude.
no. But you can see how aggressively this manifold comes up, eh?
Yeah.
I like it. Alright guys, the cut is all done. Mercer cleaned it all up nice. As you guys can see, we had to cut into where the stock clip for the hood holder goes. So that's not going to be used anymore. He's honestly really bummed about it. He was trying his best not to do it.
Yeah, I kind of didn't want it.
So as you can see, Mercer now has got our thermal gasket with 2 MPC bolts to try to hold it in place right now. So that way he can tighten it up and then put everything else. But guys, this RBC manifold looks amazing. Quite possibly the baddest stock manifold you can buy for a build.
RBC?
Oh yeah, like dude, look at the arch of it and everything. Like, all right guys, I touched up where we shaved down on the manifold with some black paint. I masked everything up. While that's drying, Kevin's concentrating on the heater core hoses to the rear to connect to the rest of the engine, so that way the coolant stuff back there is all done. Then it's just pretty much everything up front with the 2 upper and lower rad hoses and the radiator stuff. So he's got these really nice clamps that he's got there, like T-bolt style, right Kev?
Yeah, that's what they're called, yeah. T-bolt.
Very, very nice. Nice touch. Keeps everything clean. We're pretty much reusing the hoses that were off the spooniest one since we eliminated the heater core hoses and everything. So they're brand new and we already had it done, so it worked in our favor. So a little update for you guys with the RBC manifold. So I did cut it, and what I had cut it for before would have been if I was using like an A2 head or the k20 A3 head, where the port for the coolant comes out this way. So because we're using the K24 and the Z style one, we had to shave more. By I mean Mercer. So Mercer notched out a whole section, and he's still gonna have to cut a little bit more right over there.
I gotta cut out that section there, so this guy can go up a little bit more. And I had to cut out this whole section here. It's quite a bit.
Yep.
So that's what we're in the middle of there. Get in there.
Nice little update on that.
And then that's it. Manifield's gonna be ready.
Yep. And then
Plumbing on the manifold. Super happy. Super stoked about that.
yep. That's one last thing that'll be out of the way. Basically, this video is pretty much committed to the RBC manifold. And then just a little update for you guys. We grabbed the Yonaka Rad, as you guys can see, that beautiful unit right there. And Mercer was fitting. I had to loosen the headlight for him so we can wiggle room, but he's gonna have to make a notch over here. I may have forgotten to mention that to you guys, because we did do the same thing with the coil rad on the spooniest one.
Yeah, you always have to notch it so the radiators can slide in. I've seen some guys where they just bend it out. I don't think that's what we want to do.
No.
Give it the nice clean look.
Yep. And then I have touch-up paint at home in a pen, and I can go along the edges after and paint it with the pen, and then it has a clear coat on it and it'll be protected. So I'll be doing that all afterwards, so that way nothing rusts out and it's A1.
That's it.
But if you guys are going to be using an OEM rad, from experience when I had the K20 A2, OEM rad fits in here just like an OEM rad, no modification. So upgrading to a dual core RSX rad, you're gonna have to cut those out. So Mercer's gonna get back to the cutting, and the next clip, you guys are gonna be seeing it back on that head.
That is correct.
All right, boys. So, one thing you guys gotta know before fully installing the coolant housing, filler neck. I forgot what this is. It's cooling housing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Upper
Coolant hose housing.
yeah.
Anyways, always make sure you guys put a little bit of Honda Bond on both
they
ends.
will leak.
These things tend to leak, especially these billet ones. And the earlier models that they made of these always leak. They were notorious for it. So it's an extra piece of security.
It is. Put some Honda Bond.
Honda Bond everything.
Honda Bond the world.
Booyaka.
Well, I was gonna try to put that clamp, but it is definitely not working.
No?
No, so
We
just
gotta-
a regular ringworm clamp is the way to go.
Yeah, we're gonna go ringworm. Nice. Very nice.
Kind of sucks. I kind of like those clamps.
They are a nice touch. They clean up the engine bay a lot.
They do. They work really well.
After further examination, we got to make a little bit more of a cut on this side over here and on that side. We don't want to cut too much into it because these holes we got to reuse for when we do the AC condenser after we get the tuck kit for the AC lines. So you got to trim a little bit more and see how it's going to fit after that. With the spooniest one, we didn't have that issue because we just chopped a good majority of it right off because we never had plans of AC. So with this build, we're trying to work around with things that we're gonna use afterward. So, yep, another little snag. But
Actually, we're gonna have to make another chop.
Mercer just noticed another area.
So in order for us to run our oil cooler lines for the automatic, we're gonna have to be able to feed the oil cooler. So we're probably gonna have to chop a little bit more. See right here?
Yep.
Gonna have to chop that off.
All right. Oh, this whole wing right here, basically.
Yeah, all of this all the way down here, because that's where our hoses are gonna have to come through.
All right then.
Yeah, 'cause that's the only other spot. Because we're not gonna run it underneath the rat support.
No, because if ever bottoms out or something, it'll just rip the lines out.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna have to do.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's cut it.
Do it. I'm trying to focus so hard right now. All right, boys. So Mercer's made the line that he's got to cut. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do this. This smells so bad. All right, boys. So if you guys can see right over here, the rad almost fits 100%. We got to pull it back out tomorrow. Probably trim just a touch more on the sides. It's in, but this piece right here, it's not going into the hole. So what Mercer's gonna have to do is gonna have to cut the tab here, then aluminum weld it closer here, so it lines up and sits in the seat. So that way the rad sits down into place, and then it should be money. So all in all, almost a perfect fit.
Yeah, we'll probably have to shave a little bit more here.
Yeah, just on the very top. Not much though. But yeah, it's looking good, guys. It's looking good. Right now we're gonna be putting, believe it or not, spooniest one's old 500 horsepower insane shafts that we thought was wrong with it, but it turned out to be that issue with the caliper pads moving around, and that's what was giving us that broken shaft sound. So we're gonna use those mounted in here. At least the car will be ready for axles when we boost it. It's prepared.
Yeah. Pretty good.
So yeah, guys, it's
Getting there.
dude, like it's getting there really fast. Like Kevin's been knocking this out the park. Like I've been telling you guys, like earlier, like we've been having a couple late nights, but he's been killing it.
There's a lot of stuff that has to be done when you do swaps.
Oh yeah, a lot of things that people don't really show you on camera. So
A lot of tedious little things. So it's happening. It's getting there. It's almost done. Tomorrow we're gonna tackle that, and then onto the interior, the wiring for the interior.
yep.
We did all the wiring for the engine already, except for the injectors. I haven't done that. Yeah, I have to clean that up. I feel like the wiring is it's too long. We can show them.
Yep, and I gotta pick up well, I'm trying to source out a stock Type S throttle body. This one doesn't work 100%, the base model one.
Yeah, we ran into a snag.
Yes.
That doesn't line up.
So
the way that it's mounted on the base doesn't work for our setup because the throttle body sits like this. So we would never be able to get that to work here.
No, we never would.
And you're not gonna flip this upside down. It wouldn't work.
Nope.
It doesn't match.
So the best bet is grab a Type S, or I think the most logical one, I think the plug's got the Black Edition 70mm S2 throttle body.
So you're gonna go see him tomorrow, right?
Yep, I'm gonna see him. I also gotta get the evap cover, the billet K20 one, that really nice one that we have on the Spooniest one over here. Because we don't really trust those plugs there, I guess over time it might just pop up. You never know. And then I don't want to be on the side of the road, and then, you know, better have something that also looks nicer. So that's the thing. I already put it on my notes. Throttle body, evap cover, and yeah, I think that's it. I think that'll be our last trip for picking up parts to the G16. Fingers crossed. But the guys there have been...
Fuel fittings.
Oh yes, and I gotta get two 45s-6 for our fuel fittings. So far, as you guys can see, he's already ran the line like this to the rail, and then we're gonna run a return from here in the center. It just keeps it clean.
No, that's the feed.
Okay, sorry, that's the feed. This is the return. My mistake. I got the two mixed up, and we decided to put the fuel pressure regulator gauge mounted on these beautiful polished MPC fuel rail. So different bit of a look than the Spooniest one, which is beautiful because I don't like the two having the same look. And even with like the ABS, the fuse box, the engine bay looks really clean, guys.
It does.
Like it's full, it's clean, it's beautiful. Obviously, I'm pretty sure when we get to a turbo setup, this might be in the way, so we would be eliminating that in a later future date. But guys, this thing is like, he's knocked us out the park. I can't stress how thankful and how the gratitude I have for this man's hard work. Guys, he's killing it.
Yeah, it's looking good.
The only thing I'm regretting is the used DC Sports header I have, because everything's so fresh. And even though I wrapped it, it's just like,
It's alright. It's pretty good for now.
yeah, for the rest of the winter, because someone picked up, well, they didn't pick up, but someone just got a shipment of those brand new Alpha Series headers. Just saying. But yeah, guys, I think this is pretty much going to do it for tonight. We're just going to drop the axles in.
Yeah, we want to make sure that they're
And then just clean up, lift up the car, bring in the other ones that are outside, and call it a night, and be back tomorrow. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I hope you guys are learning. That most importantly, I hope you guys are learning. So that way you, friends, whoever you guys have that help you, can do the swap in confidence. You know, Mercer always drops dimes of knowledge in everything he does. So give this guy a like again. Make sure you guys give this guy a like, follow, tune into the next one, share the content most importantly. And we're almost closer to sending it with the EL again. Can't say just send it yet because we're not able to send it yet, but when we are, best believe this thing's gonna get a Triptronic send. 100%.
almost there. It's getting closer and closer.
Alright boys, till the next one, like, comment, subscribe.
Peace guys. Have a good one.
Peace.